Consisting of two letters and one syllable, the word no can be considered to be one of the most powerful words in your vocabulary. It's the easiest word for setting a limit, holding firm to boundaries, and being clear about what you will or will not do. It's a word of pure power that is both inner and outer directed, and one that you must implement in order to start the new year fast, focused, and fired up. Hi there, this is Gary Ryan Blair, and I've got a great message for you that you're absolutely going to love. It's called the power of no, and what you're about to learn is a simple, highly effective, yet vastly underutilized strategy for generating results. Let's get started by talking about how you approach the new year. The importance of how you execute the first 100 days of the new year cannot be overstated, as it's quite often the difference between success and failure. Now's the time to set the pace, to build momentum, and to secure pivotal early wins in the year. Far too many people start slow, they sputter along, and they break their goals and resolutions before the month of January is out. As a result, they do not build any lasting momentum, and they quickly find themselves behind the eight ball, playing catch-up for the remainder of the year. Now, does that sound familiar? As the leading goal-setting expert in the world, and as someone who participates in or leads more than 50 strategy sessions per year with leading companies like IBM, GE, Starbucks, Disney, and many others, I'm well aware that most people in organizations start the year with a long list of goals, resolutions, and good intentions. Unfortunately, most will not make significant and lasting performance gains, and they will settle for another year of table scraps, making marginal progress largely due to lack of focus, low levels of accountability, and poor execution habits. But there's good news on the horizon, and if you watch this entire presentation, I'll share with you a powerful strategy that will allow you to rip the lid off your potential, to achieve your goals in record time, and to make this the best year of your life. So what's the solution? What specifically can you do in order to be more successful, to capture the brass ring, to knock the ball out of the park this year? Is the answer to work harder? Longer? Come on. You and I both know that you don't stand a chance of succeeding with that strategy. Yet, that is exactly what the majority of people will do. So why not do something entirely different this year? Why not focus on saying no? Consisting of two letters and one syllable, the word no can be considered to be one of the most powerful words in your vocabulary. It's the easiest word for setting a limit, holding firm to boundaries, and being clear on what you will or will not do. You'll be a lot more productive once you recognize these three things. The first, no is not a dirty word. It's not a negative word, nor is it a selfish word. Learning to say no is liberating, as it frees up your time to focus on your key priorities. The second, you're in complete control of how you spend your time and your life. Therefore, saying no allows you more time and energy to pursue your goals and your wildest ambitions. And number three, saying no actually increases the value of the things that you can say yes to. So your success in the new year requires a short yes list and a long no list. You must consciously say yes to the right things, which is a very short list, and not be overwhelmed, overworked, and generally stressed out. And you have to learn to say no to a long list of other things. The trick is to keep your yes list short and your no list long. Now, I'm well aware that saying no can be awkward, guilt-inducing, nerve-wracking, embarrassing, and even risky to friendships and career. However, if you're really committed to starting the new year fast, focused, and fired up, you must be willing to give no the respect and the resolve that it deserves. Saying no means setting limits and firm boundaries to protect your time and which maximize your results. This simple two-letter word is the most compelling, strategic decision that you can make, as it allows you to improve yourself, your family, and your organization's effectiveness immediately. And that's what you really want, isn't it? With the new year upon us, now is a great time to assess your goals, to evaluate your use of time, and to decide what you need to change in order to maximize the first 100 days of the year. The following are 15 simple, effective, and highly empowering strategies. They're personal and professional strategies that you can use to get results immediately. So let's begin with number one. What strategies, initiatives, and activities will you say no to? There is great feeling, focus, empowerment, and impact when everyone agrees on paper the activities that will not be done. So pull out a piece of paper and list all of the superfluous activities that could slow you down or to prevent progress from happening altogether. Everything is fair game. Absolutely nothing is sacred in this exercise. Simply put, if it does not advance the ball forward, then say no. Second, what meetings will you decline or delegate? I want you to list every meeting that you have in place and determine which you will not be attending. Meetings consume large chunks of productive time. Most are run improperly and inefficiently, and most can be declined or delegated to someone else. Now, this requires a conscious, deliberate decision, as in order to maximize your time and performance, you need to remove the time hogs. And number three, what relationships will you not keep? The way you manage your relationships has an enormous impact on your ability to perform at consistently high levels. Identify the top 3 energy-draining relationships that you're committed to saying no to for the next 100 days. Then focus on creating strategies to free yourself from each of them. You'll have to wisely choose where, how, and with whom you spend the next 100 days, and how much time you spend with each. And number 4, what measurements will you ignore? Say goodbye to all lagging indicators and only pay attention to measurements related to customer satisfaction and the levers that drive sales, margin, conversion, operating expense, and ROI. The reality is that most people have gotten more and more precise and sophisticated at measuring less and less of an organization's true value. That brings us to number 5. What customers will you not target? Identify your ideal prospect, client, or customer, and quit chasing every opportunity as it's a complete waste of time and resources. Once identified, you must then articulate who you will not target. Finally, make decisions on segments of your customers that deserve the VIP treatment and those who do not. Your VIP customers pay the mortgage, they put the food on the table, and they help you put your kids through college. Loyal VIP customers keep coming back. They continue to spend more, and they become powerful advocates for your cause. Enthusiastic VIP customers make your work fun, enjoyable, and most important, purposeful. And number 6, what competitors will you not follow? Way too much time is lost by following and focusing on too many competitors and so-called gurus. Identify the top 3 and immediately remove yourself from all other email distribution lists, blogs, and other related communications. When you play the game of paying attention to the entire set of competitors in a large industry, you spend far too little time focusing on what is most important. That is, your customer and your key performance indicators. And number 7, what websites will you not visit? Websites are like magnets and vampires as they draw you in and suck away productive time. So pull up your list of favorites, delete most of them, and keep only the ones that are of greatest value. You must institute a no surfing policy, and you must stick to it. Number 8, what money will you not spend? You've got to put yourself on a fiscal diet, as every dollar spent should be thought of as an investment towards greater operating income. That is, even petty cash. With this in mind, what things or even entire budget categories will you not spend? And number 9, what trips will you not make? It's hard to deny the power of showing up in person, as great things happen when you show up and interact with customers and colleagues. Nonetheless, trips consume massive gobs of time and money. Therefore, consider how you can use technology to replace trips and only travel when it can make a big impact towards your primary goals. And number 10, what foods will you not eat? Reaching the next level of performance and productivity begins with how you manage your energy. It's genuinely disturbing to see the immense amount of human and corporate potential that's squandered due to the misuse of energy. Unhealthy eating habits, lack of exercise, negativity, sarcasm, unfinished goals and strategies are all contributing factors to energy loss. And as obvious as this seems, we often fail to take into account the critical role of energy in our lives. We are all reservoirs of energy, and everything that we do requires that we use it wisely. It's imperative that you focus in on your nutritional intake and exercise and eliminate any food or drink that compromises your energy levels. And number 11, what excuses will you not engage in? The fact is, excuses drain energy, time, productivity, and profits. You must have a brutally honest conversation with yourself and determine the excuses or the behaviors that you must do away with. This requires a heightened personal awareness, but you must identify the thoughts and behaviors that you want to demonstrate and say adios to the rest. Now, I'm well aware that it's easier said than done, but you will not be able to achieve your true potential by fighting for and repeating useless, unproductive behavior. And number 12, what will you not say this year? You must develop the habit of saying nothing that does not move the agenda forward or uplift others. Speak only of the solution and waste not a second on the problem or who's to blame. By consciously choosing 2 or 3 things not to say this year, or ways to say them better perhaps, you can ironically discover what's missing from your leadership effectiveness. You'll also save a lot of time and mental energy, which can be directed towards much more useful activities. And 13, what thoughts will you not entertain? Remember, that which does not move you towards your goal actually takes you away from it. Therefore, remove those thoughts that are limiting, defeating, or downright negative, and consciously choose to replace them with thoughts of abundance, optimism, and positivity. Don't tolerate negative thoughts or conversations from yourself or others. And when they do present themselves, remove them immediately in the same exact manner you would from the rain coming through a window. And 14, what television shows will you not view? Now, if there was ever a time hog that needed to be slaughtered, television is right at the top of the list. How many hours do you think you spend watching TV in an average week? A couple? 3 or 4? More than 20? If you stop to think about it, those TV hours don't take long to add up. And even in a moderate TV watching household, it's simply amazing how many hours are spent in front of the box. The solution is simple. Go cold turkey. And finally, number 15, what will you no longer tolerate from yourself and others? Saying no and meaning it is the easiest word for setting a limit, holding firm to boundaries, and being absolutely clear about what you will or will not do. You must identify the standards you wish to measure your life by and refuse to lower or negotiate at any time nor for any reason. See, no is a tool for liberation and empowerment, so you must use it with absolute authority. Use the veto power of no regularly and with conviction, as it's a powerful strategic weapon that you can use to maximize your results. Saying no is just one of the many important strategies that you will learn once you begin the 100-day challenge. Let's now switch gears and focus on what you should say yes to, and that is the 100-day challenge. Whether your goals or resolutions have to do with making more money, becoming debt-free, losing weight, or gaining muscle, the 100-day challenge will show you how to achieve any goal that you want faster and easier than you ever thought possible. And if you're really serious about accomplishing big, bold, audacious goals this year, you'd be wise to come out of the starting gate fast, focused, and fired up. What that means is you must use the first 100 days to make major strides towards achieving your goals. Because if you do not, I assure you that you're going to be playing catch-up for the remainder of the year and painfully regret getting off to a slow start. So once you say, yes, I'm ready to start the new year fast and focused, I'll show you in a step-by-step manner how to change your life for the better, and I mean dramatically better. Say the word yes and I'll teach you about commitment, iron discipline, and share with you the world's best strategies for accountability and execution. I'll prove to you that you can deliver bigger results faster than you ever imagined. And let me be absolutely clear on this one point. Participating in the 100-day challenge is not about getting you to another level. What I'm talking about here is about getting you to an entirely different orbit as far as performance and quality of life is concerned. See, there's no more goofing around, no more stalling, delaying, or starting on Monday. In less than 5 minutes from now, you could be on your way to a whole new life, one filled with ever-increasing levels of freedom and abundance. So say yes that you're ready to start the new year fast, focused, and fired up, and you'll be joining a global community of high achievers consisting of more than 300,000 people from more than 80 countries around the world who have already participated in the 100-day challenge. And through this revolutionary extreme performance acceleration program, you'll learn the following key things: how to transform your life by implementing the power of no, how to execute flawlessly and to enjoy greater levels of productivity, how to eliminate performance and time-draining activities, and how to get more done in the first 100 days of the year than most people do over the course of 10 years. The quality and quantity of the success that you enjoy in the new year depends upon many things, but mostly it depends on you and your ability to implement the power of no and to execute relentlessly. That is why the one decision that you must make today is to say, yes, I'm ready to start the new year fast, and to sign up for the 100-day challenge right now.